Tasso Ham. A Tasso Ham is simply it's a seasoned pork butt, but it's usually used just to add extra flavor to some of your soups and some of your jambalayas, your jambalayas and gumbos and things of that nature, and you put some pieces of Tasso ham in it to add a little extra kick to it. I came across Tasso ham last year during Christmas time. Some friends had invited us over to their house for dinner, and the guy that they had cooking for them had made some shrimp and grits, and one of his key ingredients was the Tasso ham. That was the first time I had ever tasted it. It had a real smoky, flavorful taste that I really like, and so I told myself once I tasted, I said, "Man, I got to try this." So I found a good recipe that I'm gonna put my hand to. I think the key ingredient really to pulling off a Tasso ham is I hope I can remember the spice name correctly. I think it's called Estapo paprika. It's a type of paprika that's found over in Italy, and I believe that's what is real good flavor for. When I looked for it on the internet, it was kind of pricey, so I'm like, well, okay, I won't be using that, so I'm going to have to find a substitute for it. So my substitute is going to be Hungarian paprika. Spicy Hungarian paprika is what I'm going to use in place of that. So that's my second cook. Then my third cook. To get started with my Tasso ham, I have a pork butt that I removed the bone out of, and I did a little bit of trimming to it. I started to remove most of the fat cap. I don't know. I just feel like I need to. I don't know why. So I guess I will. Alright, so I want to trim the fat cap off. Now what I need to do is cut it into some strips. Okay. That's one. Then I'm going to take this one and cut it again. And you're looking about to cut it into about 1-inch pieces. Now, of course, you can also get it cut like this in the store already. But I wanted to, since I already had a whole pork butt at home, just thought I'd just experiment in cutting it myself. Alright, so there I go. I have two 1-inch by 1-inch pieces of pork butt. I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting this up. Then after that, I'll be prepping my rub to go on it. Alright, see you then. Okay, here I've made up the rub that's going to go on the Tasso ham. It begins with a 1/4 cup of celery salt, 1/4 cup black pepper, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of red pepper. Where's my red pepper? Where's my red pepper? Oh, red pepper's over here. 1 tablespoon of red pepper, 1 tablespoon of white pepper, 4 tablespoons of paprika. I use Hungarian paprika. 1 tablespoon of thyme. 1 teaspoon of sage. 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. All of that mixed up into here, and we'll go on the slices of pork butt that we did. So let's go ahead and apply a rub to the pork butt. Okay, here I have my slices of pork butt laid on the tray. Here's the rub. Just going to take the rub, just begin to cover these pieces and some of the dry rub. Okay, so you get the idea of what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and finish covering this up with the rub, and I'll be back to show you the finished shot. Alright? Okay, here I have all the slices of pork butt. I'm covered in the rub. See, mix it up real good. Let me see if I can zoom in and give you a better look at it. Let's look at that piece right there. And so there you have it. Now what I'm going to do, this is going to be wrapped up. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it and put it in the refrigerator. The recipe that I'm following, that the guy suggested anywhere from 1 to 3 days. I'm gonna probably go with 1 day with this, depending on how I feel, unless we get too busy tomorrow and then it runs actually into Labor Day. But I'm gonna shoot for 1 day in the refrigerator. I tell you what, yeah. I tell you what, I'm gonna let it run till Labor Day, so that'll be 2 days from now. I'm gonna let this go ahead and sit in the refrigerator, and then I throw it on the smoker. So the next time you see this will be actually on Labor Day, and I will be putting it on a smoker and smoking it up. All right then. So for this recipe, I will see you in 2 days. Okay, fellas, the hours has arrived for me to go ahead and put these on the smoker. Here's my brisket that's been marinated. We just did the rub and stuff on that. Just patted it down. I'm doing a pork butt today also. Just trying a new combination of rubs and spices for my competition. And here's the pork butt that I cut up for the Tasso Ham. And so that's been sitting out, and everything's ready to go on the smoker. My smoker is currently at 250. It's still going to creep up a little. I'm going to go hot and fast today because it's forecast to rain. So I want to try to get it done before it rains. Alright, I'm going out to the smoker. I see you guys out there. Alright fellas, this is the finished product on the Tasso Ham. I put it on a smoker for about 3.5 hours. And you want it to be it's going to be pinkish all the way through and kind of dry. It's supposed to be dry, so don't worry about it if it's, I want the juices. It's supposed to be dry because it's kind of like a cure. The rub kind of acts like a cure on it, but it's dry. It's very spicy. Let me cut into this one. And if you can see that right there, we'll compare the two pieces. If you can see the difference. This was a smaller piece, so it was a tad bit, got a tad bit more red on it. But here's another piece. This one does look kind of moist. Let me give this one a bite. And again, you can use this to season your jambalayas, your gumbos, or any other kind of soup or dish that you want to. It's sort of like a meat, a flavoring meat for your other dishes. So, and it's pretty good. But there's a nice spicy kick to it at the end of the bite of it. This is my first try. Now the recipe for the rub that I used came from two different sources. I used the Cajun Tasso out of the book Smoke and Spice. I used some of that. I used some of the ingredients from that recipe, and there's a recipe on I think it was allrecipes.com for Tasso Ham. And so I took the two recipes, compared them, whichever ingredients was missing from the one I added, just kind of meld those two recipes together to get what I got here. And like I said, it's a spicy piece of meat that you can use to flavor other soups and stuff. So that's my first attempt at Tasso Ham. Is definitely something I'm going to try again. After we go through this batch, I'm going to send off a few pieces to some friends of mine, let them try it and some of their creations too. So that concludes my cook for the Tasso Ham. Thank you guys for watching. If you like it, please subscribe. God bless you and have a nice Labor Day. Bye-bye.